we're started late. We have technical difficulties, but I just want to welcome you again, my online family and friends, for another episode of the Sensu Show, courtesy of PHLV Radio Viva Las Vegas. Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience. I hope you're still there. We kind of started so late, but hey, that happens in a live show. You know that, you guys. There's always things happening when it comes to computer. But anyway, welcome again. Good morning, good afternoon. It's the whole night through. Good evening and good day to you and you and you. Because I know magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi, mayang buntag, mayang gabi, mayong hapon, mayong gabi sa inyong tanan in town. So as again, thank you so much. But before I move on, I would like to thank the Masaka kids. I mean, I've been playing their songs and their videos, and these kids, where they from? They're from Uganda. They're in the the southern part of Africa. And this family of children from various regions of Uganda have been rescued actually from the vulnerability and abandonment since 2013. Could you imagine that? That's why it's my dream come true to really meet these kids. They're probably grown now. I know when the video's been created, but the MAK, which is the Masaka Kids Africana, provides them with a loving environment, equipping them with skills to become future leaders through dance and songs. That's what they've been doing all the time. They connect and recognize their potential, fostering hope for their futures. So please support them, because they're so nice for them to let me display their music, or show their music to you guys. So please support them and go to their website, info at masakakidsafricana.org. Again, that's info at masakakidsafricana.org. And so just send them anything, $1 to whatever you can afford. I mean, these kids are really amazing, and they definitely need a lot of help. They depend on the generosity of people like you to provide food, education, and health care for the children. So thank you guys, whatever you can. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. But okay, this time, because as you know, this is the last week of Black History Month. This is the shortest month of the year. You know how it is. Why? I have no idea. Why they have the Black History Month in the short days of the month. But if you already know, or if you're not, it's a time for reflection, celebration, and education observed every February. Besides connected with the Chinese New Year and everything else, Valentine's Day, the Grammys, and all these other awards that really reflect, the Oscar, oh no, not the Oscar, not yet, until next week. What am I saying? Pretty advanced. But anyway, that in the United States we celebrate Black History Month in February, but in Canada they celebrate it in October, and also in the United Kingdom. It honors the contribution of African Americans and recognizes their vital role in shaping history. The roots of Black History Month trace back to 1826. Oh, I'm sorry, 1926. I didn't have my glasses. 1926, when historian Carter G. Woodson established Negro History Week. I really don't like saying that word because I've been called that name all my life. Anyway, it's history in February to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. By 1976, it was officially designated as Black History Month during the U.S. Bicentennial. Wow. Okay. And then various events, including, lectures and exhibitions. So Black History Month, we really celebrate you guys. So check out your neighborhood, your communities, what kind of celebration they have. Because this is the last week, you guys. Enjoy it. After Friday, that's it. March coming in. And I know what's coming in March. But before I talk about March, let's talk about my pick for the Black history is Thomas Jennings. In 1821, who was emancipated from slavery, became the first Black inventor to be granted a U.S. patent. He opened the door for many other African Americans inventors like Madame C.J. Walker, Frederick McKinley, Jones, Patricia Beth, and Mark Dean, and so on and on and on. So he's the pioneer. So congratulations. So we salute you, Mr. Thomas Jennings, and salute to your families, that's probably still alive. Okay, now let's move on to the entertainment. Our Chica Chica. You know that we just finished the NAACP, and the award was fantastic. Oh my God. It was funny. I mean, the clothes, it was so fancy. I mean, the ladies were looking good, and the men too. The award was broadcast last Saturday, February 22nd, on BET, Black Entertainment Television, hosted by actor and comedian Dion Cole. He was really funny too, and he did a very good job being a host. He should do it again every year because he really did an amazing job. The event celebrated outstanding achievements and performances of people of color across more than 80 competitive categories. I'm not going to say all the 80 competitive categories, you guys. I'm just going to highlight some of the one that's really, really, because we don't have time. We've already started late. So let me just tell you a little bit of the one that I know, because my girl Sherry, I know her show didn't win because she's my favorite, one of my favorite ones, but her podcast, the Funny Mamas, they won. It's an outstanding sports, arts, and entertainment podcast. I didn't know they can be in that category because they're not into sports, and they're not into arts. Well, entertainment is art. Maybe that's part of it. Definitely. So it was her. She won with her partner, and also, of course, let me see here. Outstanding directing in a motion picture, which is I have to really put my glasses on, you guys. Okay, Ramel Rose. And we're gonna move on. And then outstanding hip hop rap song. And you know who it's gonna be. Kendrick Lamar. This is really his year, you guys. He's amazing. Outstanding documentary film, which is Luther, Never Too Much. I don't know if I've seen that one, but okay, let's move on. Let's move on. And then outstanding international song is by Chris Brown. I can't believe Chris Brown was, for international song, and then outstanding album. Oh, cool. It's Beyonce, the Cowboy Carter. Yay! I think she has to probably have a bookshelf. I mean, with all her awards. I mean, she won so many awards, you guys. My God. Outstanding soundtrack completion album, which is Wicked, the soundtrack, which is really good though. It was amazing. Okay, now let's move on to the outstanding female artist, which is also, I don't think I have to guess that one, Beyonce. I think as I said, this is her year. Outstanding male artist, Chris Brown. I haven't seen him perform lately. He's probably performing somewhere else because we don't hear anything about any concerts from him. But Beyonce is preparing for her big concert coming up this year. The tickets going to be, you might have to use your savings, you guys, because her tickets are very expensive. You know. Anyway, but you have that much savings, so don't forget to pay your rent though before you buy the tickets. You'll be sleeping on the street, but you see Beyonce. But okay, now the outstanding. Let me go on to the most thing outstanding host and talk or news. Jennifer Hudson, that's my other girl. Her show is unbelievable. Her tunnel that before she comes out, the employees tunnel, or the guys that she works with. Oh my God, everybody talks about it, but they're really be jamming. Outstanding variety show, Jamie Foxx. I saw his concert. That was in, I think, Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. It was in Netflix. And then, of course, let's go to the highlight of the award, which is the last award of that would be the outstanding the entertainer of the year. Because as I said, there were 80 categories. The entertainer. Could you imagine this? Check this out: Cynthia Erivo. These are the nominees: Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, and Shannon Sharp. And guess who won? Kiki Of course. I mean, she's a talk show host. She's been everywhere. She just finished a movie. I mean, she is. I mean, she deserves it. She's been around for a long time. I know she looks young, but she's been around for a long time. Now let's talk about. Okay, that's enough for the NWACP. Now this is one of the most controversial thing. I was shocked when I saw that. Um, I don't know if you heard about it. That Cynthia Erivo, which is the one from Wicked, people who doesn't know, she's gonna play as Jesus Christ on a Broadway play, Jesus Christ Superstar. I don't know if that's gonna fly because, as you said, it's a big uproar, especially the Catholic faith, because Jesus is a man. I think there's no doubt in that one. God, maybe it's a question mark. It could be a he or a she, because sometimes when you say, "Oh, thank God," and she's this or he this, you know what I mean? But Jesus, come on now, Cynthia, don't do it. Don't do it. This might be, I don't, I don't know if they're gonna pull through with it because I don't think people will watch it. There's gonna be a protest. I'm telling you guys, because just leave Jesus alone. You know, and if you're gonna do Jesus Superstar, let it be a man. There's so many men out there that's out of work, out of job, that are actors that are probably waiting for that role, in Broadway. So come on, Cynthia, leave it alone. All right, you can be Mary Magdalene or something, some other female parts, but just leave Jesus alone. I know they probably want a black Jesus, but a man Jesus, not a woman. Oh, so much about that because I can't believe it. That's why I was like panicking. I said, I hope they don't go through with it. Really, really, really. Okay, now for our last, as you know, as I mentioned a while ago, March is coming up, which is guess what's coming up? In the first week of March, Ash Wednesday. I know not a lot of people celebrate Ash Wednesday, but it's the beginning of Easter, but beginning of Lent. I'm sorry, beginning of Lent. It's Lent first before Easter. So I hope that the Lent season, I don't know if I can do the how do you call this one? I have to fast, fasting and all that. Normally I just do for 1 week, but the whole month with no food, or I mean just little food, I mean no meat. Okay. Let's move on. But anyway, I just want to let you know that next week is Ash Wednesday. So my next podcast next week, I'm gonna have that little black thing there. If you can see it though. My forehead. Just have to be honest. Because every time the priest put it in my forehead, sometimes you have to do it twice. I said, Father, I have it. They can see it. But anywho, so much for that. I know I have a question for you guys. So at the end of the show, I would like to ask, some of you, what will be your answer? Because this is really kind of weird. Okay, this man stole someone's credit card, and he used the money to buy a lottery. Then he won. He won $523,000, right? And then now, of course, the owner of the credit card wants half of the money because that was really his credit card that he used. So what do you think, guys? Does he deserve to have half of the money? Or the person that stole this credit card should not get any money, period. They should be going to jail. So that would be the question that you guys need to answer later. I want to see your guys' reaction. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. So I'm excited to introduce to you my first guest. See ya.
I must be imagining. Can't believe what you do to me. Just one smile is all it takes for my whole world to change. And I don't know why I dream of you at night. Can't control what I'm feeling inside. I know it's crazy for me to believe that you're thinking of me, but just in case you are, if there's a chance we're reaching for the same star, I want you to know that every day I'll dedicate my life to loving you. All you have to do is say that you love me, and every day we'll celebrate our love forever new. It's all up to you, just say that you love me. If you could only see what goes through my mind when you're close to me, then you would know that I'm here for you, right here to make every wish come true. And I know it's meant to be, 'cause we flow so naturally. I recognize there's magic in your eyes. I know it's crazy for me to believe that you're thinking of me, but just in case you are, if there's a chance we're reaching for the same star, I want you to know that every day my life to loving you. All you have to do is say that you love me. Every way a love forever new. It's all up to you. Say that you love me. Oh, baby. Say you love me. Say you love me. Yeah. Oh, say you love me.
Well, that was a beautiful, beautiful song. Say You Love Me. That was a very romantic song. Oh my God. My God. I can't wait. Okay, let me introduce to you the person that sang that song, you guys. Okay, he's an award winning recording artist, is a singer, songwriter, actor, and educator whose career, I really have to put my glasses, you guys. Okay, whose career spanned over 35 years from his humble beginnings. Born and raised in Nashville, Tennessee, the second of seven children, to touring the globe with many of the today's jazz legends. He traveled many, many roads. His style is like Lou Rawls, Nat King Cole, and Bill Withers, and is known for his velvet voice. I mean, you heard that. That was a velvet voice. Great and engaging report that has drawn audiences into his live performances around the world. So, everyone, please help me welcome Mr. Nicholas Beard. Hi, Nicholas. Hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Okay, how's that? Is that
There
better?
you go.
I don't know what happened. Technology.
I know. There you go. You were having the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So okay. Well, tell us a little bit about you. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for being with us and gracing us with your beautiful song. Say
Oh, it's
you
my
love.
pleasure.
Thank you.
My pleasure to
It's
be with you. Yeah.
oh, thank you. So tell us a little bit about you being raised in Nashville, Tennessee, because I know it's a countryside.
Well, it was really country when I came up. There
Mhm.
were streets that didn't have sidewalks and stuff. It was very rural feeling. Although it's become like a big metropolitan city now. So the neighborhoods I grew up in are very developed and kind of gentrified now. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's changed a lot. But when I was a young man, we ran around the neighborhood like we were in the country.
Yeah.
A lot of barefoot days, things like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I interviewed Preston last week. He said you grew up together. You grew up in the same neighborhood.
We grew up across town from each other. Our,
Oh, that.
our schools, our high schools were rivals.
Mhm.
In fact, my father and my stepfather both went to the school he went to, Pearl High, which was in North Nashville, and I
Oh.
lived in East Nashville. So my school, which was Meigs High,
Mhm.
was a rival of Pearl High. Yeah, so we grew up across town, but we didn't know each other back there.
Oh.
And it
So,
wasn't until later that I met him, actually. Yeah,
oh, really? Then that's
yeah.
when you kind of cross.
I met him here in San Francisco, actually.
Oh, it's every day.
Yeah,
A small
yeah.
world. That is a small world.
Small world, yes.
Yes, and on top of that, in your bio, you're also a veteran. Thank you for your service,
Well,
Nicholas.
it
Yeah.
was my pleasure to serve. I had a great time, actually. So
So were you in the Army, Air Force?
I was in the Air Force and I was stationed for 2 years in Japan. And
Oh,
while there, I had the opportunity to have my own 10-piece funk band. In addition to my work during the day with the military, in the evenings, I had a 10-piece band that we played all the clubs and went all around Tokyo, northern Japan, actually,
mhm,
and a little bit of venture into southern Japan from time to time when we had like a weekend off or something.
mhm.
Yeah,
Oh, so you speak a little Japanese then?
no, you didn't hear that from me. I, I spoke survival. I spoke survival Japanese while I was there. Which is how to get back to the base. That kind of thing. And how to
You
tell
hang
how to
around with
t-
the locals.
well, yeah, well, how to tell the taxi driver to get back to Tachikawa. That kind of thing.
Yeah, kumbaya, or I'm not kumbaya. What is this?
Kumbawa,
Arigato,
kumbawa, kumbawa.
kumbawa.
Yeah,
Kumbaya.
yeah. Please, please, yes, please, and thank you, right and left.
Thank you.
Yeah,
At least you got some. You got a little bit of it.
I
Yeah,
had a
so
little bit at the time. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so why is it is music really important to you when you were growing up? I mean, how did you start it anyway? When you start singing, how old were you?
Well, I think I came out of the womb singing because I don't remember ever starting. I just sang all the time.
Oh,
And
really?
when I was very young, I wanted a guitar because I'd seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I'd seen. I don't think I'd seen Elvis Presley yet, but there's something about a guitar I wanted to have one, which they managed to get for me, and I'm sure it cost them a pretty penny to do that back then. But they didn't give me any lessons. They didn't give me any guidance on how to play it. So I learned like a couple of little songs, and that's all I ever played. And
Mm-hmm.
it wound up in a closet with three strings on it, or something like that. But I always sang. We didn't have TV when I was very young. It wasn't very popular in the neighborhood. A lot of people couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So we had radios, and we listened
Oh,
to the radio all the time. We listened to live radio shows and music all the time.
yes.
So
And
I really took to all the popular songs of the day.
yeah. No, it's called Spotify.
Oh, it's no way the same thing. Yeah.
It's all you can only listen to it, but you
You
don't
know,
see anything.
I was thinking about this the other day. One of the things I think was really, I don't know. It's in my opinion, it was really comforting because everybody kind of in the neighborhood kind of knew what the popular songs were,
Mm-hmm.
and the popular radio programs and that sort of thing. And so, a lot of people listen on all sorts of, on all sides of town. It
Yeah.
wasn't just, in the black community, whatever. Everybody sort of listened to similar. kind of music. And so we
Mhm.
all kind of grew up knowing what the popular songs were and, that sort of thing. And I think it helped a lot in terms of like community cohesiveness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
everybody listens to what they listen to, and you have no idea what's, unless you're listening to pop radio or something, you don't really know what's popular. You know,
Yes.
everybody's sort of got their own niche.
Yes, and there's so many kinds of music nowadays. Before it's
Yes.
mostly like just ballad or jazz or
Yeah.
rock and roll, but now there's other what is it? Contemporary. There's so many hip hop and R&B, and I mean, you just don't know what kind of category you can be. You know what I mean? There's so many of them.
I think there's kind
Mhm.
of too many categories actually, but you never know what anything is anymore. And people ask me what style of music can I do, and I do jazz. That's what I do.
Yes.
But I do jazz that touches on R&B. I do jazz that
Mhm.
touches on contemporary pop music, and I do many subcategories of jazz, if you will. So
So okay, let's see here. The jukebox in the early 80s, Danny Glover has something to do with it.
yeah.
How did it come about with Danny Glover?
Well, I was doing a lot of theater. I was just sort of beginning my theater career, or yeah, in the early stages of my theater career, I'll say.
Hmm.
And I managed to get into a play that it was going to be a live
Hmm.
simulcast with
Yeah.
KPFA radio here in
Hmm.
Berkeley, and it starred Danny Glover, and I think he was right in the process of filming his first Lethal Weapon movie with Mel Gibson back in
Oh.
the day. Yeah, so he was not there all the time, but he would come in and do his part, during rehearsals and that kind of thing. But he was there for the all the performances. But that's how I met him. He
Hmm.
was the star of that, and I was one of the singers in the scene, and I don't think I did any bit parts in that, but we had to sing through the whole production. There were musical pieces that accompanied the acting work that was going on. And I asked Danny at that time, I just asked him for his advice that I was beginning my acting work and who should I study with.
Hmm.
He recommended Gene Shelton, who was a very famous acting coach at the time in the Bay Area. And I studied with her for a year and came out of that class, and I booked the first productions I auditioned for, and I just went on a series of plays for the years to follow, where I was doing theater and I was doing nightclub work as a singer as well. And
Hmm.
I attribute my success in theater or my progress in theater to Danny's guidance.
Hmm.
So, and we've kind of kept in loose touch over the years, and I see him from time to time. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Actually,
very gracious.
I saw
Huh?
him at your house. I
I'm
met
sorry.
him at your house.
Say it again.
I met him at your house. Remember?
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. He was hanging out.
Oh my God, Danny Glover! Oh my, am I in Hollywood or what? And he's so sweet though. He's a nice man.
He
You
is
know,
very nice. Yeah,
yeah,
very smart guy too.
yes, and he doesn't have that chip in his shoulders, like
No, he's a very down to earth.
yeah.
He's been involved with the civil rights movement and a lot
Mhm.
of community based organizations that he's both contributed to and spent time with, and contributed his time to several
Mhm.
organizations. So he's very down to earth. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. But I didn't like him with color purple though. He was kind of mean there.
That's the character. If you read the book, you know what the character is. Yeah.
but I mean, it was an honor to see him, and I'm like, oh my God, Daddy, I just have to go to Nicola's house to meet you.
Well, why not?
I have to go to Hollywood,
Yeah.
you know, because your style of singing, like Lou Rolls or Nat King Cole and stuff. So, which one really is your favorite, or you just kind of like all of them are kind of your mentor, your idols?
Well, they've all provided guidance, if you will, in terms of what I do. They've all influenced me on one level or another, and certainly
Mhm.
I love their music. I love the music they've contributed to the jazz and soul idioms. Uh, it's hard to pick out a favorite because it depends on the day and the
Yeah.
time of day. You know what I like. So,
Or your voices.
oh yeah. So I mean, they're all great performers and singers.
Yeah.
And they've done some fantastic, iconic music, and I really gravitate to the work of those particular artists. But I have a lot of favorites. Have a lot of favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. You'll never find.
Uh-oh, look out. Look out now. Are you be careful now, you might have to go on the road. Might
When
have
I heard you saying that, I was like, "Am I hearing Lou Rose?" I just, my God, that was just Nicholas.
Yeah.
I mean, really sounded like, I mean, really the same. If I close my eyes, I think
Oh,
I'm listening to Lou Rose.
that's a high compliment, thank you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you want to continue your Broadway play or being in Broadway at all? Do you want to continue
No,
that?
no, really, I don't have time to do theater anymore, and I
Mhm.
haven't for many years. It takes so much time to put a play up,
Oh
rehearsal.
yeah.
I was an equity actor, so that's usually 8 hour a day rehearsals or 6 to 8 hour a day rehearsals,
Hmm.
4 or 5, sometimes 6 days a week. So it's a lot of time to put into a production, and then the shows run 8 shows minimum a week usually, and
Hmm.
they're done 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and that just it just after a certain point, I was working with ACT in San Francisco, which is a renowned theater company there, and I was part of their repertory group,
Hmm.
but I couldn't do any music performances at all until the play was over, so that would take
Oh.
me out of the running out of the market, even for like 3 months at a time. So I had to
Mm.
make a decision, and I chose music. That's what I enjoy the most. So
Oh, which character that you really like to play? It
character
all
in theater.
in theater, yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know if I could say. It's kind of like music, I just gravitate. Let's just say that I prefer to do dramatic plays more than musicals.
Oh.
Yeah, so I prefer to actually do drama rather than musicals. Just didn't musicals don't appeal to me in
Hmm.
that way. I enjoy watching someone else do it, but me being a part of it, not necessarily.
Yeah. I don't blame you because it is a lot of work, a lot of rehearsals,
It's
you
a
know.
lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. It takes a year actually to put a Broadway or a Broadway play. Or
Oh
maybe
yeah,
years, maybe
maybe
years.
longer. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
longer, depending on the complexity of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Do
the
you ever
last
dance
play I did was a musical.
musical? Did you dance?
It had no dancing in it. No, it was.
I'm just singing.
It was just sing. Well, it was part dramatic play and sing. With music.
With music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but some of the key pieces were musical. Some of the key scenes were musical scenes. So I did that, and it, it really takes a certain stamina
Yes.
musical,
Yes.
and I had been quite rusty. It'd been a number of years since I'd done a play, and I got recruited into this on a sort of emergency basis.
Mhm.
The director was a friend of mine, and they had a tragic situation happen with their lead actor,
Um,
and she called me. She said, we have a week and a half until opening, and
mhm.
I knew the only person that could do it is you. And so
Oh.
I got drafted into it. It was brutal. We luckily it was successful, but it was a world premiere play, so I didn't have any experience with that particular play before, so it was brand new. A lot of songs to learn, and oh my
Yes.
goodness, I've forgotten how difficult it was. Yeah, but
Yes.
we were successful with it, which was really good.
Yeah, that's the main part. As long as you're
Yeah,
successful, all the hard works is just paid off, you
yeah,
know.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you really recorded like 6 albums, right? To
yeah.
date.
Well, yeah,
Uh-huh. So
six. Actually, there's seven, but one's kind of underground. So
Oh, okay. Are you ever gonna finish it or
Oh no, it's
just
done. It's been out in the world. Yeah,
oh,
it turns up every now and then. I see it on the internet somewhere.
oh. So
Yeah,
Say You Love Me is from what album?
that's from the first album. That's from the
And
very first album. And I didn't know that this songwriter named Dennis. I didn't know he was involved in it until later
uh-huh.
because I never looked at the songwriters. I just did the song. It was
Yeah.
brought to me by Larry Batiste,
Mm-hmm.
and I did the song, and it. I think that was just the first take when I sang it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it made the album. It was fantastic, and it was like years later I realized that this guy named Dennis that I know, my golfing buddy,
Who's that Dennis? Who's that
that
Dennis?
Dennis guy, that Dennis guy, I didn't
This
realize he was co-writer.
yeah,
Yeah.
this called Den Den DeLone. That's his nickname in the
That's his
music
name.
business.
Ah, okay.
That's my guy.
Yeah. Well, he's quite a good friend too. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's a good man. That's why I'm keeping
a
him.
good man. He is a good man. Yes.
Yeah. So are you gonna continue touring at all or you
I plan to. Yeah, until until the demand dries up.
but which
Huh?
country have you ever visited that you really like you say, I want to go back again and perform in that country?
I really like various parts of Europe. I've been to
Oh.
I've been to France quite a bit. I've been to Germany quite a bit actually. I've pretty much touched all the major countries in European countries.
Mhm.
Uh, and I don't know. I really like France. I love Italy.
Oh yeah.
Certain parts of Italy. I
Mhm.
don't know if I could live there, but I love that. I love there.
Well, in
Portugal.
Italy, they were selling a dollar. Remember, they have a house in Italy that are selling for a dollar.
Yeah, I've seen some of those houses. You better go there in the spring and work on them through the summer so that you can have some closed walls by the time the winter comes around. Yeah, those,
Yeah, yeah. You start up with a dollar, and you can end up with $500,000.
exactly. Yes, yes. Well, that's why they're selling them for a dollar to get somebody to do something with them. Yeah,
Do something because it's just sitting there,
it's just sitting there.
collecting dust or collecting ghosts. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think there's a film about one of those houses right now about somebody buying a house and then having to put it together. It's
Yeah,
kind of like the money pit or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Fixer upper. That's what we
yeah.
call here in the States.
I
Fixer
I,
upper.
I have a friend that bought one in oh God, it's along the Italian Riviera, and he bought one for I think he paid 100,000 for it,
Wow.
and he's had nothing but problems.
Oh,
So you got
really?
to be careful what you buy and
I know.
where you buy.
You know, not everything cheap is good for you.
Yes, right.
Yes. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much. I know I took so much of your time, Nicholas. I mean, I can't wait for you to perform for us this coming Friday for our fundraising event.
Yes, I was wondering if you're going to talk about that. Are you going to let people know?
Yes, and you're gonna be at the Grill by Miss G in Hayward. So
Hmm.
you guys, if you want to listen, Mr.
Yeah,
Mr. Nicholas Beard, come and join us. I mean, he's
yeah.
really gonna render us some beautiful songs, you guys.
Well, I hope to. Yeah, and thank you so much for having me on your program.
Oh, thank you and helping us and supporting us for our fundraising for the Aita
Oh,
tribes.
it's my great pleasure. My great pleasure.
Yes.
And I hope to see good people in Las Vegas. If whoever's watching this, I hope to see you soon. Actually,
Yes. And everybody, would you like to give a shout out to anyone, your family in Nashville, if you said Nashville, anywhere, for everywhere?
hello, family. No, my family is scattered around the country. They're all over the place. They're
Oh, okay. So just say
southern,
everybody
yeah, Southern California. Some in Nashville. Some, they're all over the place. So
all over.
yeah.
So do you consider yourself Californian now, right?
I've been in California since the early '70s, so
Oh yeah,
I'm here. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're Californian now. Thank
I'm a
goodness.
Californian. Yeah. Well, coming to California, it really reminds me of Nashville, but it's on a bigger scale.
In the bigger scale,
Yeah,
yeah. When it comes
yes,
to the
the Bay
music.
Area. Yeah,
Well,
it,
thank you
I'm
so
sorry.
much, Nicholas.
Well, thank you. My pleasure. I'm
Thank you.
glad I
God
could
bless
be with you.
you. Yes, and see you Friday.
Yes, I will be there.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank,
show.
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Po, si Orlino de la Cruz ay kapitan po ng Patal Pinto sa Pinatubo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Aita Tribe ah, Foundation. Nagpapasalamat po ako uli sa mga bigay niyo po. Dito po ay lumiwanag na po ang namin po, community namin po. Naulit ko lang po, nagpapasalamat ako sa inyo po. Ito po. Ay mas pasalamat kami po sa nagtutulong sa amin po sa Aita Foundation po. Ngayon lang po kami ng ilaw na maliwanag po dito sa Patal Pinto po. Thank you po.
Ito po yung mga kasama namin, nag-install ng solar dito sa sitio. Dayday. Ayan si Conchal. Ayan si Joseph. Si Goryo. Si Commander Aka. Ito si Kapitan. Ayan si Pangkok. Oh, ayan si Ate Parina. Ayan ang cooker namin, no, si Ate Parina. Ayan, no. Dito kami sa Sitio Dayday. Ayan, no. Dayday pala yung Sitio Dayday. Ayan. Ayan, no.
Mamili-pili ka ba?
Ayan sila. Nandito kami ngayon. Nagluluto. Ayan, no. Ayan yung asawa ni Kap. Ayan sila. Ayan. Ayun po yung pinatubo, yung may pag.
Hello, guys. I hope you enjoyed my interview with Mr. Nicholas Beard. His was amazing. It was an honor for him to be in our show. Unfortunately, my second guest, because it took so long that she has another commitment. So I'm sorry that Ariane Dell, and she's a beautiful singer too. She's amazing, but she'll come back. She will be my guest next time. And okay, but this time, remember in the beginning, I asked you guys about the guy that stole the credit card, and who's supposed to get the money that he won from the lottery? Do you think that he's supposed to get all of it or share it with the guy that owns the credit card that where he stole from? So far, all the stuff that people are saying is like, oh, he's supposed to get all of them. And then and then I have Dennis Wadlington is saying that he's supposed the owner of the credit card supposed to get half of it. Well, for me, I think that they should do half and half, because without his credit card, he would have no money to buy that lottery, right? So, and then because they were saying that the lawyer is saying that he's not supposed to get any money, period, because he stole the credit card. But I think just because before it expires, they were being warned that before it expires, they better make a decision because there's an expiration date on that lottery ticket. So if I were them, I would just do half and half. Don't be so greedy. If that's $523,000, that's enough for two people. So that's my take. That's my take. Okay, now since we didn't have to guess, let's talk about before I say goodbye and everything. Um, I would like to talk about the passing of Miss Roberta Flack. You know, Roberta Flack was the world of music has lost one of the most treasured voices. Miss Flack was the legendary singer songwriter that was passed away at the age of 88. On February 24th, which is last Monday, leaving behind a timeless legacy that will continue to inspire generations. Her sultry, soulful voice and impeccable artistry shaped the landscape of R&B, jazz, and folk music. According to her representative, she revealed that Miss Flack was suffering from ALS, which is the amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a neurodegenerative disease, according to ALS Association. It's sometimes it's called Lou Gehrig disease to honor of the New York Yankees player who died from the condition at the age of 37 in 1941. And AL affects, your motor neurons or the nerve cells that control voluntary muscle movement. That's why she was not able to walk a lot. She can't sing because it controlled your vocal cords. It really damaged your vocal cord. So, excuse me. So, listen, I drink a little bit because my throat is. Okay, now I know that she's done a lot of songs, and actually she actually suffering from ALS since 2022. That's why you don't see her anymore. In the limelight, you don't see her having pictures or anything like that. Because it was hard. So let's run down some of the songs that she was popular of. The first one was the first time ever I saw your face. She recorded it in 1969. The song originally folk tune written by um, Ewan McCall became a chart-topping sensation, and it was a haunting, intimate ballad. Her slow, deliberate delivery brings a level of emotional depth. It is a beautiful song, actually. I mean, you really you're in a different world when you hear the song. And then the next hit song that she did was "Killing Me Softly" in 1973, perhaps the most well-known song because it also was in the movie with Clint Eastwood, "Killing Me Softly" with his song. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was the first time ever I saw your face. I'm sorry. First time I ever saw you was with a Clint Eastwood movie, and then "Killing Me Softly" was a different song. It was a masterpiece. It was it was sang again in a new generation with the Fugees, you know, um, and they did a different style, kind of upbeat, a little bit of an upbeat song, an upbeat rendition. And then "Feel Like Making Love" in 1974 is a sensual and sophisticated "Feel Like Making Love" showcases uh, Miss Flack's ability to blend jazz and soul seamlessly. And then "Where Is the Love?" Where is the love? With Danny Hathaway, you know, there's nothing short of magical, and "Where's the Love" is one of their finest duets, actually. You know, the song lyrics pose a simple, powerful question about the absence of love and understanding. Yeah, it's true. Where is the love? You know, it is a question mark. The closer I get to you, after "Where's the Love," and I'm getting closer to you in 1978, the same a duet song with Danny Hathaway. You know, another standout song for by both of them. It's a love song that captures the magic of growing in intimacy. Mm. From "Where's the Love?" then "I'm getting closer to you. I think I found the love." That's what happened. Okay, "Back Together Again." See, isn't this really connect to each other? Now they're back together again in 1980. They did another one, another duet, and the upbeat, joyful track is a celebration of love rekindled. So there you go. There is really a connection. So again, I just want to say, Miss Roberta Flack, may God's perpetual light shine upon you, and may you rest in peace. And again, God, well, I mean, thank God for everything. Thank you for gracing us with your beautiful voice. Thank you, Miss Flack. God bless you. Hey, now, I just want to say thank you, you guys, my online family, friends, for sticking by with me. I know sometimes this technology, sometimes you can never, detect or predict actually. So thank you, God bless you, and we're gonna end with the my dedication to Miss Flag. So hopefully you stand by. I will be singing the song the first time I ever saw her face. That's what basically it. Okay, so thank you guys. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets and animals. Oh, pets, yeah, and animals too. Thank you, PHLB Radio, led by Johan Seisen. Viva Las Vegas. And I see you again next week. Okay. Hopefully we'll be on time. Love, peace, and joy. God bless you all. Bye. The first time ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless skies, my love, to the dark and the endless skies. First time ever I saw your face, your face, your face.